All right, here we are back again with another video. All right, so today we're going to be creating this kind of effect. It's going to be using distort and transform, or shapes, right? Some gradients, things of that nature. So let's get into that here. All right, so first things first, we are going to be sure that we're going to start off with our colors here. All right, we're going to take off our fill, make sure that we just have a stroke here, okay? Make sure that we just have a stroke. Don't have a real stroke, right? But make sure that you have a stroke for your circle. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pick our circle tool here, and we're gonna go ahead and draw out our circle. Okay, I'll just put this in the middle here, and we're gonna increase this stroke, right, to about 30. Okay, all right. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna need your gradient tool, right? Or your gradient. All right, mine is right here. Okay, it looks something like this. If you don't see that, if you don't have something like this here, you go up to Window. Just look for gradient right here, or Control F9, and that'll get you there, right? Okay. So also we need to make sure that we have our stroke in the front. Okay. Excuse me. Stroke in the front, and we're going to go ahead and just have our simple stroke here. Okay, now we need to make sure that we apply that gradient to the stroke, so we're going to do this right here. And then we're going to close that down. Okay, or you can kind of just move yours off to the side if you need to, because we're going to come back to it in a little bit. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to our effects. We're going to go distort and transform, and we're going to transform. Okay, now you're going to have to play around with this, and you'll even probably have to play around with this after you've put in your gradients and things like that, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a little bit. First things first, we're going to run to our copies, and we're going to go, I'm going to go about 30. Okay, I'm gonna hit 30 on my copies. It's not doing anything right now. Make sure that your preview is on so that you see exactly what you're doing to this. Then we're going to come here to the scale. Okay, and these two numbers, for this to be the best, have to be equal, so you can either link them or you can manipulate them individually, right? So I'm gonna just show you. I'm gonna go down to about 96. It's not very much, right? I'm gonna go down to, again, 96 here. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our angle, and we're going to increase our angle, okay, to where we start to see this nice twist. Say 25 works for me. Again, you can adjust this however you kind of see fit. We can also increase this. I think my circle in the middle is a little bit too big, so I'm going to go increase this to about 40, like that there. Right, then you can play around with this if you need to, and you don't want separation. Okay, you do not want separation in your strokes there, right? So we go to, say, 94. I'll go 95 just to be on the safe side for me. Okay, again, you can manipulate that how you need it for your circle, because our circles aren't going to be the exact same size. Okay, so I'm going to hit OK, and I can go back to that later. But then again, I'm going to go back to my gradient. So if your gradient's open, you can manipulate that there. If it's not, then OK. Again, go back to Window, open that up, Control F9. All right, and what I'm going to do now is, excuse me, is I'm going to make this black just so I can see. Again, this could be any colors that you choose. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to add about 3 spots. So I should have a total of what, five spaces here. That's going to be up to you. You can go more. And then I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to manipulate the colors here, right? It's recommended that your start color and your end color, or your end color and your start color, are the same. All right, so I'm gonna go back to black there. Once I've done that, I like that. That looks good. Okay, I'm going to close my gradient window. I'm going to add a background. And to me, obviously with my black coloring here, black is going to be the best. Now, I told you that you can go back and you can kind of manipulate this more if you need to. You have to go to your appearance panel. If you don't see your appearance panel, again, window, appearance, okay? And then you're gonna go back to your transform. You'll just click on that. And again, you can manipulate this how you think you would need to. If you go down more and you get this gap again, right, you can, you don't necessarily need to increase the copies. What you would need to do is increase the size of your stroke. Okay, I actually like that a little bit more for me. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add an effect and I'm gonna add a blur. I'm gonna do that, and you know me, I love me some texture, so I'm gonna add some grain. Same thing on the background. Okay, and that is your design for today. All right, creating this circle masterpiece. See you guys in the next one.